Hi Horizon, welcome back to Artrageous. It's Artrageous time. And today we're going to go through all of the elements of art, except not on paper. We are going to do it with clay. So today you guys are going to play with some clay, and each of you are going to get a packet of white clay. And what I want you to do when you first get it is to take the clay and completely just break it in half. That's okay. So you have two pieces. And then one piece we're going to practice with, and the other piece I want you to put back in the baggie that the clay came in. I want you to put it back in this baggie. That'll keep it moist. So just stick it back in there, and you can throw this away. But today we're going to play with clay. This is just white modeling clay, and it won't dry the whole time you guys play with it. It's kind of like silly putty, but it's white, so there's lots of stuff we can do with it. So we're going to have some fun today. So we're going to explore. So what we're going to do is we're going to explore the elements and the ABCs of art. So if you guys remember, you study the ABCs to read and to write and to learn numbers in order to do math. Well, these are some things that are made up inside ceramics and art and sculpture. Sculpture is a type of thing that we do when we create things that are 3D, that aren't just on paper. So we're going to do that today, and we're basically going to use this modeling clay to do it. So lines. Lines are the most basic element of art. And if you wanted to do any lines, you could take your pencil and you could do any lines on this you want. You could make a tic-tac-toe. So we're not going to focus too much on lines because you guys are really good at doing lines on paper. You can certainly do lines and make stripes right here on the clay. You can do all kinds of things. We're not going to play too much with lines, but you get the idea what lines are for. You can also do some dots with your lines and so forth, okay? What we are going to do is get into the fun stuff. The fun stuff are these next ones, shape and form. So let's do that one next. With the clay that you guys have, I want you to try to make a ball. Can you make a ball? Do you know how to roll it up like this? You use the palm of your hand and you use the clay and you kind of like palm and palm it. So you have a ball inside there. Have you guys done that with Play-Doh? I want you to do that. And you have, what is this? What is this called? Yes, this is a sphere, okay? Kind of like the globe. It's a ball. It's a ball of clay, right? So that's a shape. Now, if you wanted to make it a circle, can you make it a pancake? Can you make it a pancake circle? Yep, you flatten it out, right? So if you want to make it a circle, you're going to flatten it out. And it looks like this, right? Now I want you guys to make it a square. Can you make it a square? Do you remember how many sides does a square have? It has 4 sides. So just squeeze this like this, turn it, and squeeze this like this, right? Now you got what looks like a square, right? Good job. Okay, now I want you guys to make a cube. How would you do a cube? Ooh, tricky, kind of tricky. Well, if you think about this, you kind of already have a cube. If you want to roll it up in a ball, you roll it back up in a ball. Roly, roly, roly. We're practicing. Rolling the ball. Now to make a cube, which is like a dice, right? You're going to just do this, where you're pinching the sides like this. And then you turn it up and you pinch the sides. All of a sudden, can you tell there's 6 sides? You guys feel that? So now you've got kind of squares on each side, but it's starting to feel like a dice. Do you have a cube? You can try that, like a Rubik's Cube. How does that feel? Play with that for a little bit. Okay, then we're going to move on and we're going to go to a triangle. We're going to go to a triangle. So make it a ball again, make it a ball again, make it a ball again, and make it flat like a circle, right? Let's make it circle again. Flat like a pancake. How do you make a triangle from that? Well, a triangle has 3 sides. So if you look at my fingers, you could shape a triangle like this and then flat at the bottom. See that? Now it's turning into a triangle. So now you have a triangle. So all kinds of fun shapes. We just made some great ones. I bet lots of you can do all kinds of shapes. You could maybe make a heart shape out of the triangle and so forth. So all you have to do is to like maybe make those kind of circular tops instead of pointy. And you kind of have a heart. So there's lots of shapes you can make with clay, right? So this is really fun, and I want you guys to have some fun with this. We'll spend a few minutes. You can stop the video for a second and go ahead and make some shapes. Make all shapes. What shapes can you think of? Ovals, and you can do rectangles, and you could do a door or a window, or make all kinds of shapes that you can think of. Can you make a cloud shape? Can you make a tree shape? Have fun with that for a few minutes and then we'll start the video again. Okay, now we're back. And this time, now that you guys have made shapes, I want you to roll that into a ball, okay? So we have done shape and form. The next thing we're gonna do is color. Are you guys ready for this? This is what's so cool about this clay. So all of you have been given markers. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a pancake. So that's the theme here. You make a pancake out of your clay, okay? And once you have a pretty good sized pancake that you would think it would be good to eat, something like that, okay? Then on the piece of paper, what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and take the marker, any color you want, purple, green, or blue, and I want you to go ahead and marker anything you want. You can write your name, you can do stripes, whatever you want, it doesn't matter, but go ahead and mark it up, okay? You can do a drawing, you can use your lines and you can do a drawing, you can do whatever you want, but we're gonna make it go away here in a minute. So just whatever you want, have fun with it. Then what I want you to do is I want you to fold it like this so you can't see it, and then I want you to mix it, and I want you to mix it. Oh man, so what's happening, I wonder? Can you see what's happening? So when you pull this clay, look at that. So it's kind of starting to get marbly, right? So that marker in there and in that clay, it's starting to turn that clay a certain color. It's really kind of neat. And mine's starting to get kind of marbly. Cool, huh? That's what's fun when you explore things. So color just added something here. So now we have a different thing. We go back to our shapes. We could do circles. Now we could do a cloud. We can do all kinds of things. But we're not going to do that. We're going to keep playing with color. You can put another color. If you just love this, you don't have to. But I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of green. Why not? So I'm going to just do some green lines in my clay. I'm going to fold it in. And then I'm going to just play with it a little bit. Spread it in there. And you might see some green come out. Now I put a lot of blue, so I'm trying to see the green. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. And kind of see it come through. All right. So now we've got color in our clay. So we've done the third element of design. Now the next one is another fun one, textures. So we have all kinds of textures on here, okay? And it says the surface, look, feel of an object, 3D object. So texture is trying to draw, or it's trying to create something that has some sort of 3D feel to it. So let's go back to our pancake. We're gonna pancake up here. Go back to our pancake. And then let's do some texture. Now there's a couple different types of textures we can do. This is a type of texture we can do. What is this? It's a golf ball, right? When we talk about textures and we talk about look and feel of art, one of the things we talk about is man-made or natural. Is this man-made or natural? Right? This is man-made. So you could take this golf ball and you could rub it all over your clay tile, okay, that you're creating here. And then pull it up and see. Can you see that? So it shows all kinds of cool stuff in there from the golf ball. The golf ball did that. And that's man-made. Let's pick another man-made object we have here. You guys have objects in front of you. What's this? You guys know what this is. You can do some stamps in here. Look how cool that looks in your clay, right? It's starting to look pretty neat. Really neat. And just go with it. Have fun with it. You don't like it? No problem. Mix it back up. That's what's cool about this clay. It's magic clay. Now there's some other things over here that you guys see that are not man-made and they're natural. What might those be? What do you see? I see a shell, for example. That's natural. So if you put a shell in there, what does it do? What textures does it create? Isn't that cool? Now here's what's cool about clay. Now that you've put that texture in there, do you want the same shell? You could make the shell different. You could pull size and you can make it tall. That's another element of design, space and size. You could play with that a little bit if you wanted to. You could make it go like this. You can do whatever you want. You can make it curl up here. And now you've got your own clay thing, right? How neat is that? Okay, we're gonna play some more. So we're gonna fold that in. Here's another natural one. I really love this one too. Can you guess what this is? That's right. Pine tree. It's a pine tree thing. So I found this outside and I'm just gonna push that in my clay. Wow, look at that. I love how it does that. It's really cool. So this is just Model Magic clay. And now we've done texture. And space of size is when you want to start to play with this. If you decided, oh, I love how that looks, but now I want to put something small in there like a shell, and I just want to stick it right there. I decided where I wanted to put it right here. That's the space and size where I want to put it. And I like it right there. And the size is different than the pine tree. So now we've got a piece that has so many elements of design to it that it is really interesting for us to look at. Now to finish this art piece off, when you guys are done, the parent helpers can help you. You can just take this and put it right back in your baggie and take it home, and you can play some more at home as much as you want. Or if you want and you like how this looks and you want to make some hanging art, you can use this straw. Parents can help here, and we can make and stick in a hole there. And then if you let this dry, so you just stick the hole in there. If you just let this dry, oh, it doesn't want to go through in the back, haha. There you go. And if you just let this dry, then you can hang this, and it can be hangable art if you want. So that's how easy it is to make a pendant. You can also use it as a tile or a coaster or anything that you want. You don't have to put the hole in it if you don't want to. So that's something you can also just, don't like it? Make it all over again. Have fun with it. So you actually have two. You're going to have a white piece that, remember, that we left, and we have this one. So you can just have fun with it. Enjoy today.